The following has been paid for by the Pens World Order. Well, it's the preseason. I'm not going to get the belt out, but I am going to say it as Pens win preseason style 4-1 over the Columbus Blue Jackets. I'm keeping it kind of low-key because on tonight it was Marc-Andre Appreciation Night and wrapping up of the first week of the preseason. Let's talk about it for a brief moment. Like and subscribe to this video as we will have more content as we go along. Hold on a second. So, Pens beat the Columbus Blue Jackets 4-1 in front of a packed house there here in Pittsburgh. They're in a packed house in Pittsburgh. Why is it a packed house unite? Guess. It's because the old 2-9er, no, not him, the old 2-9er was in net as Marc-Andre Fleury took to the ice for the last time during the third period of tonight's game. News to me. Now, for the past 24 hours, there had been, he did some work earlier in the week with the Minnesota Wild at their training camp and then flew over Friday afternoon. His 24 hours kicked in, and he practiced with the team, and he was only going to play one period tonight. If any of you were thinking, oh, there's going to be more to this, and, Fleury's going to, maybe play the whole game. No, that was never the deal. In my original video, when I broke this, the agreement, even on the official Pittsburgh Penguins release, was that he was going to play part of tonight's game. So him, playing only a period, yeah, that pretty much checks out, as Fleury just played 20 minutes as the Pens. Hold on a second. Hold on. Sorry. Things getting all sorts of messed up here. Sorry. Computer not wanting to cooperate. But the game tonight was actually half decent, as Columbus did get on the board early, taking a 1-0 lead, and then the Pens pretty much just came over, just took over from there. Why is it so hard to get freaking stats on this game? Why? All I want is just a freaking box score. Who scored what and where? How hard is this to do, Google? Work with me here, people. Work with me here. I'm so sorry, everyone. So, is it really that big of a deal who scored what? Raquel got 2 goals. Vile Kuvanen got if you're a goaltender, 10 the goal type goal. And the Pens, it was 2-1 after 2. And the Pens pretty much just put this baby to bed with Fleury and net. I mean, okay, so now I got it up here. Crosby gets 1. Raquel gets a power play goal near the end of the second. Vile Kuvanen with the steal, if you're a goaltender, 10 the goal. Richard Raquel, empty netter. That's pretty much it. Fleury stopped all 8th in the third. And earlier in the week, the Pens were able to beat Detroit. In Detroit last night. They played Le Montreal earlier in the week and lost then. And that should have been almost pretty much it for the week. So, net of all this, Marc-Andre Fleury made 8 saves in a preseason game. But it was the moment. It was being there. It was being there for the Flower in this game. That's all that this was. And this whole first week of the preseason, as we are getting the preseason underway, is pretty much just getting the kids out there and seeing how everybody did. I mean, we lost to Montreal in Montreal. We lost to Columbus in Columbus and then beat Detroit last night. What do you want? Kids are going to get sent down to Wilkes-Barre in about a week. Rutger McGroarty is injured. God, why do you send us our hardest tests? And whatever players are going to go back off to juniors are going to go back off to juniors. What more do you want? What more do people like want out of this week? Tonight was probably, more of the regulars playing tonight because it was Fleury's last game. We wanted the big four out there. Crosby, Malkin, Letang, Fleury, 1, 2, 3, 4, all out there tonight. And we got it. It was a leave the memories alone type night. That's all that it was. Let's not overthink this. They did a post-game shootout. Columbus won it. Thanks, Luca Dubbalus. And Fleury got multiple ovations. He was the first star of the night. Surprise. And Fleury had to hold back tears during his post-game interview. I think that might have been Dan Potash out there on the ice. I could be completely wrong. But, yeah, what more is there to say? Marc-Andre Fleury, 8-shot shutout in the third period of a preseason game. And that's his career. And we got to turn the page, boys and girls. It's going to suck not having him around. Because guess what, kids? We got another game on Monday. We go back to Detroit. We go to Buffalo on Wednesday and then back home Friday the 3rd. I think that's the last preseason game, and that will be the last preseason game before we start things on October 7th. Hint, boys and girls, October starts on Wednesday. So that's pretty much it. It's the first week of a preseason with an exclamation point on the end with Marc-Andre Fleury having his last period and last game as a Pittsburgh Penguin. So c'est la vie, sweet, sweet flower. It's okay to hang up the pads and hang up the skates. Is he going to be staying? I didn't. No. So c'est la vie, my sweet flower. Thank you for everything. May have been hard on you at times, but Fleury's legacy reaches as far west as Vegas, as far north as Minnesota, but his heart will always be in Pittsburgh. And we'll see 29 in the rafters soon enough. Let's go, Pens. We'll see you next week. Catch you next time.